Good morning. It is, can you see? It's 9 o'clock, which is about what time I usually get up. But usually I would lay in bed for 30 minutes to an hour, just laying in bed. But today I'm gonna get up, and usually when I do get up I would go straight to get a coffee, but I'm gonna try to journal 3 pages because I see a lot on like Pinterest that it's like 3 pages a day, clear your head or whatever. But I have journaled before and I do feel better afterwards, but I think it's sort of like when people ask like, oh, have you tried meditating? And people are like, well, yeah, I know I should, but I don't. Like, it does help, but it's just something that people, you just don't do until, I feel like if you make it a habit, I'll do it. I don't know. I want to go back to sleep, but I'm gonna get up. Root check. Root check. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Mwah. I ate all the feet by the time the fajita got here. What do you think? We went out to one of the local Mexican places because in the town we live in, there's a few restaurants, a few sit-down places, like, I don't know, I want to say like 5. And most of them are Mexican restaurants, but we have one that we go to all the time. And so we went there, as per usual, and I got the fajitas, which I never had before. And I didn't eat them with the tortillas, but they were pretty good. I give them a 7 out of 10. I would say they taste exactly how they're supposed to. So pretty good. Would I get them again? Probably not. But I have leftovers, and that's what I'm gonna eat for dinner. Rue just jumped off the porch and she regrets her decision. I'm gonna eat the leftovers for dinner, and yeah, it was pretty good. I bought some mosquito bits for my plants. That's supposed to be coming soon, and so when that arrives, I'm gonna get that all settled because I also want to go through my plants, see what needs watered and stuff. And it'll be a good day, I think. I'm definitely. I woke up like 2 hours ago, but I went out and I ate, and that makes me sleepy. Where like I want to close my eyes and I want to lay my head down. I don't know if I'm tired. I should practice listening to my body, but there's other things I want to do. So I laid down at about 11:30 and fell asleep and got up at 3:30, and I just want to lay down. I just want to keep laying down. I want to go back to sleep. But that is exactly, I guess not exactly, that's part of what I'm trying to stop. I want to stop sleeping all day and sleeping all night and just like sleeping and scrolling my life away because it feels like shit. So I'm gonna have a cup of coffee. I'm gonna try to make an iced coffee because I got a coffee maker that can make iced coffee and I haven't really tried that yet. And then maybe we'll see where it goes from there. I kind of want to ride my bike because I feel like that would make me feel better. Something easy I can do. But yeah, I think I'm gonna to have a cup of coffee and then ride my bike. This is the Barker in question, baby Barker. Good baby. Got the bikes out. Are you gonna help me? Are you gonna help with the laundry?
Bodega Cats, ready for the special part? Spider Cat.
Whoa! He's so cute!
Spider Cat.
What's his name?
I don't remember. I think it's a Spider Cat.
So when I do laundry, I sort the laundry in the living room and I hang up what needs to be hung up in the room. So this is what we have that needs to be hung up. So I sort everything in the living room after I take things out of the washer and dryer, and I sort it from what needs to go in the closet and what goes in drawers, and then I take what needs to go in the closet and I put them away in here. So she loves being in the closet. She always comes in here if the door's open. A little closet tour, which I've been decluttering my closet. That's a goal. That's one of my goals for right now is to declutter my closet, because it's both of our clothes, but there's a lot of clothes in here. And I don't know, I feel like everybody's been decluttering. I wanted to declutter I've been watching Samurai Matcha's videos about like minimalism and stuff. I'm not trying to be a minimalist. That's just not who I am. But it's definitely inspired me that I'm sure if you grew up without a lot of money or with a family who like really struggled, and you had to like lose things often, like we moved around a lot, so a lot of times I couldn't take my things with me, or if I did, I couldn't take everything. So I think I still have that like scarcity mindset. So I keep a lot of things that I probably shouldn't. So I really want to be intentional with what I keep, and Samurai Matcha's videos really inspired me to do that. So I want to declutter my closet. I want to declutter the whole house, especially because I moved a couple months ago, and so I've been realizing just how much shit I have. So yeah, I'm gonna put the clothes in the closet now. Everything we own is covered in pet hair. It is clean. We have a ventless dryer, so the pet hair does not go into a vent. It just stays in there. We lint roll a lot. But I have this sweatshirt. It came out the washer, which obviously means that I wear it, but I think I might see if one of my sisters wants it. I have so many sweatshirts that I am okay with passing this one on. This is the problem area. I don't know if you would call this a depression room. I don't think I'm depressed. The bedroom is just not something I usually have a lot of motivation to clean or tend to, because when I am motivated, I use that typically to get out of the house or do other things. The bedroom is not really a priority for me because I'm usually trying to get out of my room. So I like to spend time in the living room, tend to other things in the house, go outside. The bedroom is just not typically something that I prioritize. So I'm gonna eat dinner and maybe we'll work on the room. Maybe we won't. Who knows? Getting hungry, so I'm gonna make dinner. Tell them what you want for dinner.
Toast.
He wants 6 pieces of toast for dinner. And I'm gonna eat my leftover from Mexican. Then I don't have Rotel, but I do have this can of diced tomatoes, because in my opinion, everything is better with tomatoes. I'm not joking.
Stop vlogging.
Ground ball left side. Arias has it. He'll go the short way. High throw. And Weatherhold hangs in. Two-run lead in the fourth.
It's about 9:30, and now is the time when I would usually get in bed and watch YouTube or TV or whatever until I fall asleep, which would probably be maybe 11 or later. So I think I'm going to work on getting the bedroom cleaned up. Maybe it will motivate me to work on other things, and if not, at least I will have a clean bedroom. I honestly have said it a million times, I'm gonna clean the bedroom before I go to sleep, and every single night I put maybe one or two things away, mostly just stuff shuffling, and then I lay down and just give up. So hopefully this silly little vlog will help me get somewhat motivated to at least surface tidy the room. I say let's get everything off of the bed, make the bed, and then we could put things back on and organize there. She's so distracting. She's trying to flip her bed over. Is anyone else's dog like this? She loves her bed upside down. And I will flip it right side up, and she will flip it back upside down because she wants to lay in it upside down. I don't know if it's more comfortable that way or what, but she likes it upside down. I took all the clothes off the bed, and then I decided what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to shower, wash my body, wash my hair, and then put in a hair mask and let my hair mask sit, go back to tidying. That way I can rinse it out and change my sheets, because I was going to change my sheets anyway. But if I'm going to change my sheets, I might as well make sure that I'm like super fresh and clean right before I get in them. So I'll be pretty much as clean as possible showering right before I get in bed. So I think that's the plan. I know I look super amazing with my hair mask in, but I put my hair mask in, so that's why we have this amazing look right now. But I wanted to take a pause and clarify that when I say I need to clean my room or that my room is messy, that is not me complaining. I personally, this whole house could be a mess and it wouldn't bother me, but that's not the point. The point is that I hope you don't think that I'm coming off as complaining that my house is a mess and I haven't had the mental energy to clean it, because I am so blessed that my mental exhaustion is the reason that my house is a mess, and that I have so many things to make my house a mess, and that I have a house to make a mess of. These are good, in my opinion, these are good problems to have. It could be so much worse, and trust me when I say that, because up until 3 months ago, I lived in a house where the floor was rotting underneath me. I didn't have central air. I didn't have central heat. And this was over the winter, where I think at one point it got to negative 11 degrees, no heat. My bathroom had a giant hole in the ceiling, and it leaked anytime it rained. And we had a really stormy winter, a really stormy fall here, so there were weeks where my bathroom was just unusable. It was unsafe, and I still thanked God every day that I had a place to live, because even though it was not good, I'm still grateful that I had a place to live, because as a child, there were points where my family and I were living out of a van and we had no possessions. I honestly thinking, I don't know where the van came from because we definitely didn't own it. And we didn't live in a van in a fun way, okay? This is not a fun van. This is a not good van. So, a little bit vulnerable there, but with these vlogs, I want to be authentic and I want to be genuine and I want to show you a real life, what a real life looks like as a 22-year-old. This is real. This is genuine. This is what my life really is. And I'm not saying that the more glamorous vlogs are bad or that they're bad people making them. I'm sure those people worked really hard to get to where they are, and I applaud them for that, and I'm happy for them. But if you have ever been in a situation like me, or you are currently in a situation like me, I want you to understand that A, it can get better. Homeless in a van, house with rotting floors, and now I'm in a house. There's no leaky ceilings in here. When I tell you, it was about 3 days after I moved in here, it rained outside, and I was fearful. And there was not a leaky ceiling in sight, and it was hallelujah in here. I was so happy and so grateful that I was able to use the bathroom, walk through the house. Man, I was like, wow, my life is amazing. I have the best life ever because I have central air, I have central heat, I don't have a leaky roof. I mean, it's amazing. And it gets better. I want to tell you that if you've been in a situation like I have, it gets better. I promise. Don't give up. I believe in you. And I'm sure you've seen the post where it's like, my grandmother's prayers are still looking out for me. That prayer is going to look out for you forever, okay? Things get better, I promise. I promise, okay? Okay. Back to the vlog. I definitely have some more clothes hiding around, but this is what I see off the surface, and so this is good for now. This is what I'll put away for now. These piles are things that need to go in the dresser. That's a robe that goes in the restroom. Closet. I was going to donate that, but I actually do like it, just not, I don't think the color's very flattering. So I think I'm going to try to dye it. This is the sweatshirt that I offered my little sister. This is donate. Okay. And then maybe tonight we will also take the donate box out because they do have an after hours drop off area. Which I don't know if you guys are the same, but my household will always have a donate box that is just always there, and you take it like way later than you should have taken it. So we do have that donate box that we should take. Putting my pajamas away, this sweatshirt was in there, which I have worn often, especially right after I moved, because I couldn't find any of my other pajamas, and it definitely had its moment. But as you can see, it is not very soft. It's fine, but I would definitely, if I'm gonna wear a pajama sweatshirt, I'd definitely reach for this one instead, because this one is just so much softer. So I think I'm gonna donate this one too. It definitely had its moment. I think some people might think that this is like weird or cringy, and it is, but it's a vibe, right? So I'm gonna donate this. Hopefully someone else will think it is silly too and enjoy it. But yeah, I definitely am reaching for this now that I have this, because it had its moment when I first moved, couldn't find anything, but it's just not making the cut. I have 15 minutes until the hair mask is done. Once I get out of the shower, I'm not going to want to change the sheets. So let's do it now. So that way when I'm done with the shower, I can just get in bed. So I'm putting the new sheets on, and I forgot that these ones have a hole in it, because after so long, sheets will start to shear, especially in the middle. And eventually, obviously, I will have to throw these out. But until then, I'm just going to get my handheld sewing kit out and mend this up. And eventually, like I said, it will have to be thrown away. But today's not that day. Is this great? No. Is it fine? Yeah. The bed is made. It's not my cutest bedspread, but it's fine. If you're wondering why I have pillows at the bottom of my bed too, it's because I like to sleep with my feet elevated. And if my feet aren't elevated, I just can't sleep. But yeah, makes it look lumpy, but that's alright. It's functional. I'm gonna wash my hair mask out. And then I said I would take the donations out after. Honestly, I'm probably not going to. I think I'm gonna wash my hair mask out, put my pajamas on, and lay down and maybe go to sleep, maybe watch YouTube. It's almost midnight, so I feel like it's a fine time to lay in bed and watch TV. I feel like that's an acceptable activity now. I have finished my shower. I have my little hair wrap on. It's a bit past midnight, so wrapping up the day. I'm gonna watch YouTube until I fall asleep, because that's real. Probably gonna fall asleep pretty fast though. And I hope that this peek into a pretty normal life made you feel good. I'm trying to hold my phone comfortably without. Okay. Alright. I hope this peek into my normal life made you feel a bit better, comfortable, content. What is the emotion I want my videos to make you feel? Calm. I know sometimes when I watch vlogs and they declutter their whole house in 24 hours or do their Erewhon grocery hauls, it can make me feel a little bit less than, but you are worthy of amazing things and more. And whether you live a normal life, a glamorous life, a troubled life, everything will be okay. I promise. Everything will be okay. Everything will work out. You just have to have the courage to keep going. Courage. And it can be hard. But just because you might have stayed home today, you may not have felt as productive as you wanted to. It's okay. It's okay to rest. Give yourself permission to rest. And life is not a race, okay? Life is not a race. And there's always tomorrow. So I just want you to feel okay. So have a good night. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. And I will see you again. Eventually. Who knows when.